Hey, Mr. Strick, thank you for having me at your place. It's so nice to meet you. Look, you got a beautiful entrance to this property, and coming along, you got a nice open kitchen, which definitely adds to the value of the home. You got a bit of bed space, which is even beautiful. And turning around on the right hand side, you got a beautiful open lounge with big windows that gives us plenty of natural light, which is definitely appealing to the buyers. Beautiful tiles on the floor. Then again, coming over here, you got beautiful dining area, open space. As soon as you enter the house, plus inside the house, with fans, downlights throughout, which is definitely going to add to the value of the house. Beautiful natural light coming out in the dining area, and there were lids outside with the al fresco, which is really good. So once you move out, you get a beautiful garden and backyard and open space, patio, a pergola. Looks like it's recently done. Beautiful. This will definitely add value to the house as well. Beautiful backyard, and oh, you got sheds as well for some extra storage. Lovely. Thank you for inviting me to your house. Now, Mr. Strick, can we just sit down and talk about the process further? So, Mr. Strick, thank you for having me at your place. Now, how long have you lived in this property?
I've lived in this property for more than 10 years, Bishwas.
Oh, that's nice. You've been living here long enough. Now, look, the house looks immaculate. You've maintained the house beautifully in this last 10 years. So, have you done much renovation to this house since the time you moved in?
Not a big change, but we added the back pergola about 3 years ago.
Okay, yeah, it looks nice. It looks like you've recently done it. Now, Mr. Strick, after you sell this house, where are you planning to move?
We'll move to North Lakes area, Bishwas. We have a few family and friends who live in that area.
Lovely. It's always nice to live with family and friends. Now, do you have a time frame that you want to sell this property, or when do you think you'd like to put this property out in the market?
Yeah, we're looking at probably 3 to 6 months. We just want to sell it and move closer to family and friends.
That's nice. That's pretty quick. 3 to 6 months. Nice. So, what do you think this property is worth, Mr. Strick? Do you have any idea or any expectation regarding the price of this property?
Not sure, Bishwas, but I think it's worth around 750 to 800k.
Yeah, look, that's not unrealistic. I mean, we'll definitely work towards getting your price for the property. Now, Mr. Strick, you've mentioned that you've added this pergola a few years ago. Do you have the council approval for this pergola?
Yes, we have the council approval, and the builder also provided with us the council approval certificate.
Nice, nice. Do you have that certificate handy? Do you think you could provide that to me?
Yeah, absolutely. I can surely provide you the certificate.
Lovely. Thank you, Mr. Strick. It would be a great addition. We could add that in the contract as well. Now, what about the safety switches and the smoke alarms? Have you had that checked by a licensed electrician recently?
No, I haven't actually, but I can have that done. Is it really necessary to do that?
I mean, look, there has been recent changes in the smoke alarm regulation and legislation. It would definitely be better if we could comply with the legislation, and it's also a part of the contract that ticks the boxes. So we can have a look at the electrical safety switch box and see if we can get a licensed electrician to come and have a look around as well. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely.
Bishwas, do you think there is anything that we can do to the property so it looks better and we possibly get a better price?
Look, you said you've been living here for 10 years, but the property definitely looks in a great condition in the last 10 years. But there are a few things like I would recommend that we do, definitely to get a better result for the property.
Sure.
Like a fresh coat of paint on the walls. Like I think the children's marked a little bit in the wall area, so we could definitely have that freshly painted. In the backyard, the small trees and the shrubs there, I think a bit of pruning and a bit of tidying up won't harm. It will definitely add value to the house, and it will appeal the buyers as well. And the other thing I would think of is as soon as we walk in at the driveway, if we could gurney the driveway with a pressure hose, I mean, just to tidy up a little bit, that will definitely add value to the house.
Sure, we can do that.
Now, Mr. Strick, I've done a CMA of recent sales in this area, which definitely helped me coming up with a price figure for your property. There's been quite a sale in the area, which is similar to your property as well. Like if you recently noticed or not, MacArthur Parade number 40, it was listed for sale at 780,000, but it was sold for 790,000. Our agency sold that property. It's similar to yours, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage, and a study room. And there was another one down the road which is not far from here. I think it's number 24 or 25. I think it's 24 Lockey Crescent, which was listed for sale at $775,000. It was in the market for about a month, and it got sold for $780,000. And there's another property just 2 street down from here, number 71 Marybelle Drive. I'm not sure if you've drove around that area or had much look of recent sale. That property was sold for $800,000. Very similar to yours, big block of land like yours, 580 square meter block, 4 bedroom house, 2 car garage, 2 bathrooms, and they were sold for $800,000. So it would be very fair for me to say that if we put your property up for sale, say around $790,000 to $800,000, and we can definitely see how far we go with that. And let's put up at 790k and see where the buyer interest is, and see how many offers that we get.
Bishwas, I've got a question. Do you think, how do you think of selling my property?
That's a very good question, Mr. Strick. We got a few options to sell the property, and the first one is public auction, where we advertise the property in the market without a price, and we list it in the market for say 4 weeks to 30 days, and we let the buyer decide the price. We definitely have your reserve price, and we let the buyer bid for the highest price that we get. And the other option we have is private treaty. This private treaty is very familiar and a good way of selling a house and get a better result. What we do in this private treaty is we advertise the property for sale with a price tag, and we run the campaign for probably 4 to 6 weeks and see how many offers we get, and if we get offers more than that, so we leave it until the day and then see who pays more price, and then we can go that way. The other option would be tender process, where all the prices are hidden. Like people would put in a closed envelope with the price. It's like one shot go. But I definitely, it's entirely up to you how you want to sell the property, your property. But my recommendation would be going private treaty. So we put a price out there to attract more buyers, to get a good result. So private treaty would be more recommended for your property to get a good result.
And how are you going to propose the marketing?
Well, it's very important that we market the property in a way that we get a better result. The internet, in this day and age, the internet plays a vital role in attracting more buyers. The main ones at the moment are realestate.com.au and domain.com.au. They are the biggest source of inquiry. We also do social media marketing. Our real estate agency's Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok. We market our property in there as well. The others would be doing photos and videos of the property, doing a floor plan. We also can fly a drone above your property and get more detailed picture, and then put a signboard in front of the property that will allow anybody who passed through the property to have a look at it and get more and attract more buyers. And we can do say flyers, brochures, open homes. So all of this, they would attract more buyers, and which would definitely help us get better results.
Open homes. Can you please tell me more about the open homes?
Yeah, sure. Open homes, they're mostly conducted on weekends to definitely get more buyers, and also would run one on the weekdays, and on the weekdays we'll run it after hours, so that way people would have more chances of seeing it rather than running it in business hours. We need to make sure that we showcase the property in immaculate condition, make it clutter free, open the windows, let the aircon run in. We maintain a right temperature. Say it's really hot in Queensland at the moment, so we make sure we have the aircon on right. Any personal belonging, you keep it safe. I'm not saying that there will be theft of any kind. We'll be overseeing all the process, but again, it's better to be safe than sorry. So I would definitely encourage you to lock up your valuable personal belongings. So put the property in immaculate condition, clean and tidy, clutter free. So that's how Open Home runs.
Absolutely. Bishwas, can you please tell me more about the fees?
Yeah, certainly. Look, our fee is 3% of the sale price. That includes your GST as well. That includes all of our services, starting from listing the property up till settlement. So the other thing you need to understand, Mr. Strick, is we are a seller's agent, so we work in the best interest of yourself. To get maximum price for the property for yourself. So as far as disclosure requirement is required as a part of the property, we ensure that we have your interest first, as well as what we want you to do is just leave when there's an open home. We want you to pop out of the property so we could talk to the buyers directly, so there is no interference. Also, what we do to keep your information safe and respecting your privacy, we save all your information in a password locked safe, so nobody's got access to it. Even agent inside the agency don't have access to it. The person who needs to have access to it will have access to your information, so we respect your privacy and we protect your privacy as well.
Excellent. So Bishwas, how do you communicate with us the progress of the campaign?
Look, Mr. Strick,
Excellent. So Bishwas, how do you communicate with us the progress of the campaign?
Look, Mr. Strick, we've got a very high level of communication. What we do is we give you a phone call after every inspection and after every open home to make sure that you are aware of what's happening with the property campaign, and the reason for the phone call is to provide you with an update and any feedback that we receive from the buyers. All this information that we also store in a password protected system, and we also send you a weekly update as a report in writing, preferably in your email, so keep an eye out for it. It will also have the number of inquiries that we have, the number of inspection, how many people had a look at the property in our social platform as well. I mean, do you think it's okay for me to send you all this information in an email?
Yeah, sure, that would be fantastic.
Okay, I will also call you as you prefer to give you an update. Do you prefer calling you every day, every second day, every third day, every week? How do you like it?
Twice a week is fine, Bishwas.
Okay, no worries, we'll do that. Now, Mr. Strick, I'm glad that you're happy to list your property with us. Now, so the next step from here will be signing of Form 6. I want you to go through the form and review it. Do you have any question before you sign that Form 6?
In part 3, it talks details of the property. What is that all about?
Well, it talks about all the details of the property, more so lot number of the property, title reference number of the property, the street address and everything. The title reference number is how your property is recognized by the titles office and the council. That's more important than the street number.
Right, okay.
So it's more of how your property is recognized by the title office and council.
Right. In part 4, section 2, term of appointment, what's that?
Now, we like to sign a 90-day exclusive period. That means you list your property with us for 90 days, and that starts from, if you sign it today, that starts from today.
Right, okay. Thank you. In part 6, what's the difference between open listing and exclusive agency?
Look, open listing meaning you can list your property with as many agents as you like, so you can list it with 5 different agents in the area. But an exclusive agency meaning you sign up with one agency, and I definitely recommend you to go with exclusive agency, because they will work hard for your property to get you the best result. Because if you go with multiple agency, they might lose interest in it, so you might not get the result that you want. So my recommendation would be going exclusive agency.
Right, okay. And also there is a mention of commission in part 7. What's that about?
Now, as we discussed earlier, the commission is for the service that we provide you. You don't pay anything upfront. It's all paid at settlement, and it's 3% inclusive of GST for all our service from listing to settlement.
Sure, one more. In part 8, we've got that authorized to incur fees, charges and expenses. What's that?
It's all about your. You remember we talk about marketing and all that to showcase your property to get the better result. So marketing, social media listing, internet listing, floor plans, videos, drone footage, and everything. This will cost you around $3,500 inclusive of GST. But this amount is payable upfront, so we could expedite the process and bring your property in the market sooner because you wanted to sell it in 3 to 6 months. So we better start the process now, and I will definitely send you I'll send once I get back to the office. I'll send you an email with the invoice and our trust account details for you to send the money in.
Nice. Okay.
Now, so Mr. Strick, now you have signed Form 6. I'll head back to the office and I'll forward you the copy of the completed Form 6 for your records, and we'll keep a copy in our office in your file for record keeping. I'll also forward you the sales communication plan. What that means is it will outline the whole process, the communication process, and how we do it, when we do it, and the process that we do throughout the campaign. All the information that you pass on to us will be safe, and we'll keep all these records in our system as a record of inspection, record of open houses and everything. We're more than happy to forward it to you, the record of inspection if you wish.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, Bishwas.
Thank you.